What's going on, gamers out there? Gavin93 here, and welcome back to another episode on building a Minecraft City 3.0. Now, we're hopefully going to try and finish our Gamen's restaurant in this episode. If not, hopefully next episode. Okay, so we still have the chest, though, of the other stuff, though, which I can easily just stick inside of my inventory, I just realized. So I no longer need this double chest in front of the door. Okie dokie. Now, good thing these rooms are all finished already, which is fantastic. Oh, that reminds me, I still need to do, like, the sun and the clouds in these rooms right here.
I don't know how the heck I even lined up perfectly for these two tables. I don't know how I did that. I generally don't know how the heck I did that. Now this one's going to be going to this soul lantern right here, though, rather than this one. Okay, so now I just have to work on this room over here next.
I completely did that room
Now,
over
this
that,
is also
didn't
where
I?
things do get a bit complex, though,
Yes, I did.
because of the vent. I do know that for a fact. This vent over here, I have to have it one block away from the wall.
Now, I just realized something, actually. Yeah, the fact that I just realized something is that, okay, so when it comes to, like, the dining rooms, though, like that one and that one, I almost completely forgot about the redstone torches. I nearly forgot about them, to be honest.
But I also what they're going to do, even though concrete, and since the lights are actually going to go around, well, are going to be up an extra block, you know, right where the camera sits, that's going to make it 10 times easier on myself. Now, unfortunately, though, I'm actually only going to have a one block gap, though, in this room, though. A one block. In my opinion, though, like, I didn't really break down. Apparently I cannot do a one black gap wall. But need to post this big stone. Gonna add in the lanterns like this. But this time though, it's gonna go right here on this one.
I did that already. I'm skipping a lot of sections of it, though, because I completed a lot of the stuff already.
Now we're going to work on the storage room over here.
Okay, storage room.
So now I'm going to work on the storage room, so I'm not going to need the slab anymore. But I am going to need to grab a chest, though, real quick. I am going to need to grab a chest. Well, a few chests, though. So maybe just stick some tables sparingly about.
Okay, so we have a table here and here.
Definitely a bunch against the wall. Well, definitely not like a random pattern like that. I can stack tables up like a certain block height, like that. Let me also start adding some chairs in here.
There we go.
Now here, like that.
Okay, so this one actually is destroyed. And it's... Oh, shoot. Good thing I still kept that concrete. Gray concrete. Good thing I kept that.
Let me also start adding some chairs in here. I'm now going to stick a chair.
So the chest goes in this back corner over here with the stack of cameras. Right?
Just in this back corner.
Okay, and then we have a chair like here and here. Definitely see more down. Definitely see more chairs down.
Let me also start adding some chairs in here. I'm now going to stick a chest in this back corner.
Ooh.
No, because this is where I'm
Like
going to
this?
stick the camera system, though. Like, I'm now going to stick a chest in this back corner. Let me also start adding some chairs.
Oh, wait, hold
here.
on. Battle glass goes on this block, not that block.
I'm now
No,
gonna
it's in
stick
as a
chest in
blue
this back
block.
corner.
So,
No, because this
like
is how I'm going
this.
to stick the camera system, though.
There we go.
Like, in a bunch of cameras. And I mean a bunch of cameras. I'm going to got a second camera. Ooh,
Okay, so I definitely don't need... Oh, yeah, I do need the oak tables again, though.
I didn't
But I
realize I
definitely do
got a
not
second
need the
camera.
oak chairs anymore, which is good.
Okay. And then I'm going to stick some paintings in here. Now, I don't need the lanterns anymore, though. I definitely don't.
Okay, so I can get rid of
But
the
what I am going to
lanterns.
need, though, is I am going to need to grab out at least one of the concretes that I have and the painting. It's just so I can add some, like, cool painting designs, though, throughout the build.
Wait, right? Hold on.
Throughout the
Like that? Yes, and it's the same exact one, too. What are the odds of that?
build. No, I want it there. It's just so it gives, like, this place, though, more like, I don't know what I'm looking for, though. More entertainment. That's right, more entertainment, though, because we have posters.
Okay, then what I need to do is I need to stick it on... Wait, hold on, let's back it up a little bit. Like here? Nope, back a block.
Now, I will have now, there will be times, though, I will have a 2x2 poster, which I'll stick one right here. I'll have a 2x2 poster right here.
Ooh.
Ooh, I actually like that. Is that one of the newer ones? I never seen a sunflower, a cake, in a pot. A final one right here. Look. Ooh, a skeleton. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Now this room is all done. What I now need to do now, though, is I now need to start adding some of the posters along the walls here.
Hold on, back it up. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. There we go.
Here.
Wait, what? Hold on.
No. I want the same one there. Perfect. Now I'm going to stick a 2x2 over here. Perfect. Now I'm only adding 1x1s and 2x2s. The 2x2s are going to be scarce, though, but the 1x1s are going to be more common.
Wait, back that up. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Now, I also already added the redstone torches into the vents, though. Even though it's technically part of the interior, though, I classify them as part of the vents. If that makes any sense. Now, for the stages, though, I don't know when I'm going to be adding to the stages yet. You know, it's part of the interior. Stage vents, though, even though Now, I also already added the redstone torches into the vents, though. Even though it's technically part... Oh, we just added the stages yet. Even though it's part of the interior. So let me just add another poster over here. Perfect. And then
Same one.
I need to add a 2x2 over here. Ooh, nice. Perfect. Okay, then I'm going to add this time I'm going to add a different type of...
Ooh, that's what I was looking for.
Okay, well, actually, it's probably raised down a bit higher, though. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, though, but in FNAF 2, they have, like, this poster, like, the prize corner area, though, where they have a poster like this. Where it goes all, like, the newer animatronics, though, all in a line like this. I completely forgot about that, to be honest. But also, these stages will not be bland. I will make sure of that. I will make sure of that.
And that is true.
Actually, you know what? That gives me an idea, though, actually. Let me actually grab out, a block of gold and some white carpet. Not white carpet, white wool. And we're going to be adding in some of the clouds. And we're also going to add in a sun as well, though, like right here. Kind of in, like, the dead center, though, a little bit, though. But kind of looking like that. And the bottom is 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then what I could do, though, is I could, I'm going to change this cloud formation a little bit, though, because I don't want to have, like, an exact copy, though. Now, that, actually, that looks, no, that looks better. That looks better. That looks better. Okay. Now, for this smaller stage over here, though, it's just going to be the sun looking like this.
But to be honest, I don't want just the sun. What I want is I also want like a couple clouds. So yes, I am going against the tutorial a little bit. Because I don't want this stage like only to have a sun. I want it to have at least a cloud. There we go. Better.
That's all it is, though, on this stage. Now, back over here, I'm adding that here, and then this type of cloud over here.
Oops.
That. Actually, more like that. And then we're going to have, like, the sun, like, as a 2x2 in the dead center. Just like that. Now, this room, though, is almost just like that. Now, this room, though, is almost completed.
There we go.
Now,
Perfect.
this room, though, is almost completed. I just need to add, like, a few more paintings over here.
Hold on. So I believe the pattern went a little something like this, correct?
Need to add, like, a few more paintings over here.
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Okay, now this one is all completed. Now, the hallways, though, is going to be a bit different, though. Because the hallways, or this giant hallway here, come to think of it, yeah. So, well, first things first is, let me just design, like, the kiosks, though, real quick, though, with posters.
I did that already.
To make sure that this area, now I'm actually going to add one in the corner over here. Well, actually, you know what gives me an idea? Oh. There we go. Perfect. Now the reason I'm adding, like, huh? What the heck just happened? Hold on. That was very strange. And I mean very, very strange. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to leave that one there. Because I can think that could, ooh, that reminds me. I'm going to leave that one there because I can make the other one think of the owner and co-owner of Godman's Restaurant. Obviously,
I actually turned the villager, the poster with the painting with the two villagers on a co-owner and owner. I mean, it fits. It kind of fits to me though.
But I'm going to be the owner, but I want to decide who the co-owner's going to be. I gotta think.
Oh no, which kiosk should I start first?
To make sure that well, first is first is...
Okay, so I start off with this
design,
kiosk
like,
over here.
The kiosk, so real quick though, with posters. To make sure
So I did add
this
that in the right
area
spot, which is
of,
good.
now, I'm actually going to add one in the corner over here. Like... That was very strange. And I mean very, very strange. Ooh. You know? Double owner.
You got that in the right spot?
Now I'm going to add one final one.
Right up there.
What the? I have never seen that one before, but definitely not that big. There we go. Oh, I like that one. It's a creeper. Nice. Okay, so now what I need to do is I want to copy, like... Are you kidding me? How? There's no way. What's that? There we go. Now, we'll add another painting over here, though. Now, this one, though, is going to be very complex, though, because it has to be done in a specific way. There we go. That's better.
Perfect. Now I got the same exact ones, though.
Perfect. Okay, dokie. So now I'm going to work on the hallway next. Now, this one is most likely going to be split up into two parts, though. Just like the floor. So, what I want to do is no, that's too big of a painting. Way too big of a painting. I'm definitely sticking a 2x2 right here, though. A definite 2x2. That's a definite 2x2 here. Then I'm going to stick a 1x2 over here.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, huh? Why does that painting look exactly like this painting?
What are the... So the painting I was looking at the tutorial, though, was the one I just put down. Like from the kiosk section. That's what I just put down. I don't know how I did that.
A creeper, but... Unless I did the explosion from a creeper, but I don't know. I'm gonna need to add one right here. Add one.
Oh, wait, no. There we go.
Right here. Then we're going to be adding another 1x2, but this time up a bit higher.
So I'm trying to place these as evenly as possible, though. But I do now. The walls though are different though, so I probably should have followed the tutorial though, rather than just doing it on my own. To be honest. Yeah, I probably should have done that, but I don't know why I didn't. Oh well. So it is. So it's supposed to go black, white, but it goes white, black, black.
Right here. Oh my goodness, so it's the same one again. Why did we have that? And then over here, we're going to stick a 2x2 right here. Perfect. We're going to stick a 2x2 right there. Now, it is pretty obvious that I did forget to include these when going to the chest, though. Now, the reason why I'm doing the hallway now, though, is just so I can get it done and over with. Okay, so now we're going to have a 1x1 here. Now, obviously, I'm not saying the exact block placement though, because you can randomize where you put the paintings though.
Yeah, but I'm not.
The paintings are also optional though, but I'm adding it though for extra decoration. So now I'm gonna start 2x2 ration. So now I'm gonna start.
Okay, so go. Okay, so this wall is correct. That wall is incorrect. Just that wall. Noted. So just this wall here is incorrect. Just this one entirely. Noted. So if you look at this wall here, this one actually fits because where the painting sits though is above a white concrete. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. It goes a 2x2, correct?
2x2 right here. Yep. Oh, darn it. Why do I keep destroying these blocks by accident? There we go. And then finally we're gonna... Now, I'm actually gonna see something. If I can... I'm not making a 3x3, but I want to see if I can try to make a 2x3. I want to see if that's even possible. It is not possible. Okay. Noted. So I have I'm going to do that, and then that.
Okay, so I still did the 2x3 layout, but just change it up a little bit. To look a little something like this.
So 2x3 paintings do not exist, which is noted. Now, even though, yes, I am currently inside the office right now, though, I'm still finishing up the hallway.
Now, I did do a little bit of the office already, though. Now, I also did these paintings right here already, though, because I saw the block placements for them already.
I'm going to work on last. Actually, you want to get a better idea, though? I'm actually going to work on the party rooms and the hallway this episode, and then the next episode I'll work on the bathrooms in the office. I think that's just going to make things a lot easier for me.
Same placement too, and it's with the same exact painting. What are the odds?
2x2 right here.
Oh my god, same exact one too. What the heck? These two paintings are exactly the same.
This looks like something out of a Halloween themed. Because that looks like candy right there from like a haunted house. There's another 2x2 over here.
I did that already.
Oh, more owner, co-owner. And I'm going to stick a 1x1 right above this door.
Right above the door.
Actually, no, not right above the door. Right next to the door would be, well, actually be this. There's another creeper. And over here, we're going to have a bunch, though, of 1x1. So we're going to have, and over here, we're going to have a bunch, though, of 1x1. So we're going to have one here, we're going to have one right there, we're going to have one right there. Now that, and then we're also going to have one right up there, too. But I don't really like that stuff, to be honest. So I'm also going to need to stick another one. Actually, I'm going to stick it right here, on this block right here, though. Okay, that's the same exact one. Yeah, so good. But this one I'm going to need to move up a block. Oh, and it's the same exact one that was right there, too. What are the odds of that? Anyways. And then I'm going to need to stick another a final 2x2 in this hallway, right here. That's the final 2x2 for this hallway. Then over here, I'm going to stick, right on these two blocks, one of these, which is going to be another creeper. What is it with the freaking creepers? I don't know. Besides that, now I'm going to I'm actually going to work on this room first, though. Now, the bathrooms include this hallway, though, as well, though. The area for the bathrooms, though, this is what it includes.
Okay.
So, here's what I'm going to do. So, where's the center point? Huh?
That's what, and,
So when you walk on lantern?
so, in part 4 of this tutorial that I'm doing, though, apparently what happened, though, is I discovered a new sound for the first time in Minecraft.
I did not know that. Huh. So the center point, though, is right here. There we go.
And that's what I did.
Perfect. Now, you also may notice, though, that I'm covering up firm blocks, though. That is because of the type of pattern it is. That I'm not happy about. So by covering it up, though, it makes it a lot easier on myself. Like here's an example. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm going to kind of need to fix this painting over here, though, real quick. Oh, damn it. I did not mean to break it down again. Perfect. There we go. That's much better. That is much better.
Even though that should be over here, though.
I just realized I gotta kind of shift this painting down a little bit, where I have to stick it right here. You know, I'll just leave it at that.
There we go.
Perfect.
Even though that's supposed to be right over the end, it's
so
right there, though. I don't care.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was working right down here, though. Two by two, right here. And we're gonna have a 1 by 2 right over here.
Wait, how far?
We're gonna have a 1 by 2 right.
Okay, so it's 2 block gap, and then this.
Right over here. Then we're gonna have a 1 by 1 right here. And then we're going to have another 1 by 1, but this time it's going to go down a block. Right there. Perfect. Nicely done. Then we're going to have another 4 by 4. Oh, not 4 by 4, 2 by 2. And that was actually perfect. So, because I stuck it right there, and that was something that needed to be fixed anyway. Well, what are the odds of that?
Coincidence? I think not.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to need to stick a 1... Now, I'm going to stick another 1 by 2 painting right here. Like this.
How far? So, it should be 3 blocks, though. So, like this. Same painting. Nice. This wall's also not the same wall either, but I don't care.
A 1 by 1 right here. No, not there. Oh, yeah. Yes, there. Yes, there. Then stick another 2 by 2 right there. Which, if I put it in the corner, it actually automatically does a 2 by 2. So I don't need to do 2 by 2s in the corner, which is fantastic. There we go. I'm going to stick another... No, that's too big. Way too big. Oh, I can't even stick a 2 by 2 here. I actually can't stick a 2 by 2 here because of the chairs. So on this wall right here, the only 2 by 2 is going to be down there.
Or I could stick one over here, though, I think.
Which means I'm going to need to stick...
Okay, now, I need to see exactly what the block placement, though.
Which means I'm going to need to...
Okay, so, it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This block, right? Yes, on the 5th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, this block.
A 1 by 2 here. And then over here, I'm going to stick a...
Okay, so I paused at the wrong moment.
And then over here, I'm gonna stick.
Okay, so it looks like it's right here.
A 2x1 right here. Perfect. And then over here, on this final one over here, I'm going to stick the final 2x2 over here, right by the stage. Perfect. Now this one's all done. Now it's time to move on to the final room, which is right over here. Now, I'm doing the paintings first this time, though, just to get it out of the way, to be honest. Actually, I'm going to do the small stage first, though. Yep, I'm going to do the small stage first. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, now the reason I'm doing the small stage first, though, is just so it can help me figure out, though, exactly where I need to stick the blocks, though, to add in the painting. Now, unfortunately, though, since I don't have, like, a painting texture pack or anything like that, though, for these paintings, though, I'm stuck with it.
Yeah, I don't have a texture pack though for these paintings, so I'm just using the default ones. I mean, if to be honest though, to me it actually fits a lot better using defaults.
The default paintings, which is not too big of a deal. It's really not.
Whoa, my game just lagged. I just had a heavy lag spike.
Now, what I'm doing, though, first, though, is I'm adding in the 2x2s first, though. In my opinion, it's just going to make it... Oh, I don't want that one. I don't want that one either. I want that one. There we go.
There we go.
Now, you may notice that this wall is very bland over here. And that's because I forgot to add more paintings over it.
Okay.
Here, though. Okay, you know what this reminds me of? The Rickroll meme. Rick Astley. I mean, it fits perfectly, in my opinion. Now, we add a 1x1 here. And I need to add another 1x1 over here. And over here, I'm going to add a 2x2 right there. Perfect. Ooh, I actually like that. Right there in the corner, though.
There we go.
But that means
I
this
changed it
one's
though
gonna have
because
to
it was
change
to the
that
same
from a
poster,
2x2
like too close to each other.
to a 1x2. There we go. Now, I know, like, these walls are going to be very, very bland, though, which is why adding paintings, though, just makes it a lot more interesting to me.
There we go.
So there, and it's a good thing too that
There we go, nicely done.
am actually adding paintings though as well though, because adding paintings can actually bring this more joy for like the for the poster. Too close, too close, too close.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Oh, wait a minute, hold up.
Perfect. And then now I'm going to add one final painting right here. Perfect. Actually,
Which is...
yeah, you know what, I'm going to stick that lower, so let me just stick that down a block, right there.
Perfect.
Actually, you know, I got a better idea. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now that this room is now I just have to do the stage though, and that's really it for this episode. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the stage next though. Now I need to find the exact center point of the stage. The problem though is this, I don't know exactly the length of the stage.
It's 21.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. I counted 21. I did count 21, but let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I did count right. It is 21. Okay. So let me add in the clouds in first. And now, what I'm now going to need to do though is I'm now going to add in the sun though, which is going to be.
Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm always gonna make the sun a 2x2 though.
Looking like this.
Just to make it, just because I don't want it to make it look like a moon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was too far spread apart though, in my opinion. So let me just cut this back a block, and I'll extend it out an extra block there. I'll then cut this. I'll extend this out by 2 blocks, and do a little bit of that. Now that looks much better. That actually looks much better. Much better.
Yes, it does.
Like a lot better. Alright guys, I'm going to end this episode here.
Okay, so now I can get rid of the wall and the gold block. Now, the bathrooms, though, are technically already done. I just need to put in the lighting properly, though, for these bathrooms. That's all I really need to do. The paintings I already got, so I just need to focus on the lighting for the bathroom areas.
Now what I can now have, but what I want to be here and just, I open the time off show, I just, I plan to do it.
No, I gotta skip, though.
Neat. And that, now I could have like a security door there though, that leads straight to the office though, but I'm not going to because of how complex it's going to be to add it in.
Okay, so it looks like I'm...
Okay, so now I'm going to need to work on the lighting though.
Oh, wait, I forgot to get the camera out. Hold on. Oh, wait, before I do that, before I actually do the roofs out, let me actually do the office real quick.
And then...
Hold on a minute. I gotta do the office real quick. There we go. Okay.
Bathroom areas though are now complete. Now this one's going to be a shorter part though, unless like something happens, so I need to fix something. But I don't know yet. So for right now though, I'm just going to work on then I can stick another.
Oh wait, that was the hallway for the
Okay,
bathrooms. Oh,
here.
that was doing.
Block of it. Another.
No wonder why I did that stuff already.
Neat. Yeah. Okay, so one by one, kind of here, step to paint now with and then hallway. So now I can work on the office area. So here's my plan. Oh wait, why did I keep? Wait, I'm dumb. I did not need the oak chair. Why did I keep the oak chair if I have the office chair? Okay, so the desk is gonna go like.
So I need to count the exact blocks though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 blocks from the wall. Okay, and it's on white concrete.
The desk is gonna go like this. I'm gonna stick the monitor.
Okay, so there's a bit of a problem right now though. I'm thinking the desk has to go a little something like this, I think. Like that, but I think it goes back an extra block, I'm thinking. like that.
Actually, it's gonna go in the direct pathway though of this. So the monitor's gonna go here, the fan's gonna go here, and the office chair is gonna go right there.
Monitor,
Perfect. Okay. Now
fan.
what I have to do now though is now I have to stick the cameras in place. But before I do that, before I stick the cameras in place though, I have an idea. Well, first things first, I want to double check.
Oh, damn it! I need the
what
remove
those-
tool real quick. Damn it! I completely forgot I needed the remove tool. Hold on. I keep forgetting about that part. Why do I always need a freaking remove tool just to remove these? Why is it not? Okay, there it goes. I must have spawned two in by accident. What the heck? It's not facing the proper direction I need to face it in. I'm trying to stick it facing this way. There we go, finally. Geez, that took like forever.
To see if there's like any lockers or like a cabinet I could use around here. The could have saw a cabinet before though. Ah, right here. I'm also gonna need I'm also going to I don't want to use a chair because I already have an office chair. A bookcase door? What the heck? Okay, so I'm going to stick a cabinet here and here. I'm not going to stick cabinets all along this back wall here. Oh, I can't stack them? Uh-oh. There we go. So unfortunately, I can't stack these, unfortunately. The fact that I cannot stack these, though, means I have to spread these out, though, throughout the office. There we go. So what I'm doing, though, is I'm sticking them along certain areas, though. Like back here, and along this wall over here. Now, this wall, though, is going to be a bit complex, though. Okay, there we go. Because now what I need to do next, though, is I need cabinets, and I'm going to actually use the gray concrete, though, to kind of represent, like, other monitors, so a little bit.
So don't need that anymore, which is good.
Yeah, so... There we go. That's
Now, I also did that already, as you can tell.
Do the same thing again on this side. Perfect. Okay, now it's time to add in the posters. So I'm going to stick 1x2 right here. You know, I'm going to raise... Oh, damn it.
I did say raise, so I'm going to raise it up a block.
So I'm actually going to stick it above, right here, though. Right there. Perfect. Stick a poster there, then I'm going to stick a 2x2 poster over here. Like, specifically right here. There's going to be a 2x2 poster right here.
Oh, I did that one already.
And then I need to stick a 1x2 right over here.
Did that one already, too.
They're going to stick a couple 1x1s over here. So I'm going to stick a 1x... Whoops. Close that. Need to stick so I'm going to stick a 1x1 right here. But unfortunately, where the cabinets are, I can't really stick any painting. As you can see, I can't stick a single painting around this entire wall over here. What if I get rid of, like... Uh-oh. I can't get rid of the cabinets. So it looks like this entire wall is going to have to be bland, though, unless... Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, wait. I can just stick a painting right here. Well, that's useful, at least. But the problem, though, is this. Exactly. Oh. That actually was a lot better than I thought. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to come down to here. I'm going to stick a 2x2 poster by the vent. right here.
Okay, so it's like directly next to the vent, I think, right?
We're now gonna need to stick.
Yes, directly next to the vent.
Too big. Way too big. Too big again. Stick a 1 by 1 also by the vent. I'm now gonna need to stick. Not up there though. So let me just do a little bit of that. There we go. And then we need to stick. There we go. But I'm gonna get rid of this painting and this painting. So that means I could stick a 1. So I can then stick a 1 by 1 right there. Perfect. Okay, so now the office is almost completed. I just need to add a lot more paintings, like around there and then in the back wall. So when we go over here, though, I'm now going to need to add in a 1 by 1 right here. I'm now going to come over to here and add in a 1 by 1. Oh, not 1 by 1. A 1 by 2 right here. I'm going to need, and then I'm going to add in a 1 by 1 here on this block. Then I'm going to come all the way down to over here and then add the final 1 by 1 right there. And then on
Okay, so the bottom it goes 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, like this.
And then like above the cabinets, like a pseudo, is a little something like this. I can stick that like that. I'm gonna kind of do the same thing over here on this side. Perfect. Okay, but this, okay, so here's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna remove these two, stick a 2 by 2 right here, and then we're gonna do is I'm now gonna need to stick a 1 by 2 right here.
I need to get that one painting back.
And I'm gonna need to move this down the block.
You know, I was gonna leave it at that.
Perfect.
Oh,
okay,
damn it.
Now that the office is done, now
Back.
right here.
There we go. Finally got it back. Show the blocks around it. Skip 2 blocks. Stick one right over here, like that.
And I'm gonna need to move this down the block. Perfect. Okay, now that the office is done, now that the office is finally finished, I can now start moving on to the camera. So, well, the first camera I'm going to put, though, is definitely in the vents. I'm going to stick the camera right here. Excuse me? It says camera needs to be linked, and I'm holding the camera link.
Crazy thing is, though.
Hold on. Use camera link to add camera. That's what I'm doing.
I actually had to look up, though, from the manual itself,
but that does remind me, though, I forgot to add, gray concrete above here, above this doorway to the office, so I can stick a camera here.
Crazy thing is, though, I don't even need a key card. I only need a key card to lock the cameras, not to actually use them. As you can currently tell, I have 2 cameras currently active. That camera and the camera inside that vent. Okie dokie, so now okay, I do know that I believe the camera goes above the doorway, like right here, I believe. Okay, camera connected. I'm also going to move this closer, though, to my camera, though, to make it a bit easier on myself.
It says no key card wait, what? Hold on, what does it say? No valid key card detected.
That's supposed to represent to lock the cameras. I actually looked up the manual, though, in the actual game for part of the add-on.
Do I actually need that damn link to a key card to got it? The key card was actually okay. So it's not connecting. Why are they not connecting now? All of a sudden? Something. place a Oh, wait, it says... Oh, wait! Hold on. I just realized something. It's telling me I have to come down to the monitor. Hold on. Maybe just help you. Ah, that's what I have to do. No wonder I was messing up so damn much.
Yeah, I finally figured that
I had
out.
to go to the monitor first. Now, I'm stupid. I didn't even need the keycard controller.
Sorry, camera's currently active.
I'm so freaking dumb. Because I don't need it anymore. I don't need a keycard thing now. I actually don't. I didn't even need a keycard thing from the beginning. I'm so dumb. I forgot I had to click the monitor first to then access the camera.
Crazy thing is though, I don't have to go back to constantly like go to the cameras though. I can just place them down and link them up from there. It's just that easy.
So I have one for the hallway. I have one for the vent. I'm also gonna stick one right above this doorway right here, like directly here.
Yoink.
Go down to the monitor.
Now, I believe...
Stick this right there. Perfect. Now that camera's connected. Now what I'm going to also do, though, is this. I'm going to stick the camera right in this corner right here.
There we go. Wait, it just said camera... Oh, I thought it said camera linked. I guess not.
Perfect.
Alright, camera connected.
Okay, so now I'm going to need to stick one camera here.
I already got that camera situated.
Now, okay, so I also want to see exactly how many cameras I'm going to need, though, as well, though.
I need a total of 9 cameras for this
I also
place.
want to see exactly how many I currently have, though. So I currently have, okay, so the max out is 10, which means that I need to have one facing right here. So I need to have one facing this way, so it can also face the doorway.
There we go.
So this is camera number 6. Then we have camera number 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'm going to have 9 total cameras.
Oh, whoops. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. This one doesn't go over here. It goes above the doorway, actually. Hold on. This one actually goes above the doorway.
There we go. Now, the reason I'm going to have a total of 9 cameras...
Where's the exact position, though? This block.
There we go. Now, the reason I'm going to have a total of 9 cameras, though...
There we go.
...is because I don't want people, like stealing stuff, though, in this place. Camera connected. Okay, so now I'm going to have this final camera. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, no, I did not.
Perfect. Okay, now all cameras are now connected.
Let me stick it right up here.
Okay, good. So now that all the cameras are finally connected, which is fantastic.
Wait, I didn't need to constantly come back though? I could just place down the cameras? I'm such an idiot.
So now I can actually get rid of all the unnecessary blocks. Because this is almost finished. And I mean, almost finished.
Now you also may notice though that it's not looking into the bathrooms though. Because I want to make sure I don't get any lawsuits with invasion of privacy.
That is an actual lawsuit. In real life. So I just made a real life reference though into building the tutorial. And it actually, to be honest with me, actually fits perfectly in my opinion.
I like finding this another.
Okay, so now to fill in the hallway next.
Specifically the main hallway, at least for the office. Now I could have like a security door there though. That leads straight to the office though, but I'm not going to because of how complex it's going to be to add it in.
This is what I'm doing right now though. I am currently have to do the hallway now. Never heard that cave sound before. I'm trying to freaking get in. There we go, finally. And yoink, there we go. Okie dokie. Oh, shoot, I just realized I have to get ready for work. So after this video though, I'll get ready for work and see how much time I have left though to see if I can record any more episodes. That's all I need to get the redstone
Okay,
torches.
so now we're going to need to work on the lighting dome for the hallway. So let me add the redstone torches in. Okay, so now we're going to need to work on the lighting dome for the hallway. So let me add the redstone torches in. Okay, so now we're going to need to work on the lighting dome for the hallway. So let me add the redstone torches in. So now we're going to need to work on the lighting dome.
This is where I need to kind of go slow
though.
though. Slow though a little bit. There, right.
Torches in.
Yes.
I'm also going to be adding some redstone torches up by the...
Right by the door as well.
I'm also going to be adding some redstone torches up by the walls here though as well. I'm going to stick it there. I'm going to stick it in between these two blocks. There we go. Stick one there.
Wait, hold on.
I'm going to stick it there. I'm going to stick it there. I'm going to stick it in between these two blocks. There we go. Stick one there. Stick one here. Stick it there. Stick one there. Stick one here. Stick it there. And there. And there. Perfect.
Wait.
Stick one here. I'm going to stick it in between these two blocks. There we go. Stick one there. Stick one here. Stick it there. And there. And there. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to add in the redstone lamp. So I'm going to stick one right there.
So let's stick one right there.
Move down a few blocks. Stick a...
So it's like right up there.
Another one here. Okay, good. And then now I'm going to come all the way down to here. I'm going to stick one right above this doorway.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, good. And then now I'm going to come all the way down to here. I'm going to stick one right above this doorway. I'm going to stick another one right in between these two redstone torches. Well, not directly in between, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to move this one down just one block, though, just so it's directly in between.
There we go.
There. Then I'm going to stick another one right here. And I'm going to stick one final one right here. There we go. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the opposite side, though, just so we have some more lighting. But I'm actually going to put it in positions like here.
Wait, where?
Or what I could do is I could just have it, like, set down in the middle, though, to be honest. But, or unless if I could just, like, make sure there's, like, a lot of light, though. I could do that instead, which I'm going to want to do. So, I could just, like, have it, like, but...
Okay, so I saw the placement of it, though. It goes right there. Perfect.
I'm actually going to put it in positions like here. There we go.
Oh,
or
wait a
what
minute.
I could do
Oh,
is
wait
I
a
could
minute.
just have it, like, set down in the middle, though, to be honest. But, or unless if I could just, like, make sure there's, like, a lot of light, though. I could do that instead, which I'm going to want to do. So, well, first things first is, let me just at least add all the redstone lamps in first, though. Just so that I make it a bit easier on myself, though.
Oh, wait, hold on. Back it up.
Add all the redstone lamps in first, though. Just so that I make it a bit easier on myself, though. Now, I'm definitely going to be adding one above that doorway, though. So let me just shift this down to here. There we go. There we go. It's just so I can give